Question everything. For the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you got Trump, Joe Biden, Trump, MAGA, not no MAGA. What? How do it even work? How did we get here? What's going on with Trump? How is it that he goes and becomes president, and then after presidency, all of a sudden this man is got more cases than any possible you could possibly imagine? What is going on with that? And then he stayed in battle at court for the whole entire time he's trying to fight to get back into office. Where's all these cases coming from? And why is it that out of nowhere Trump went from being in rap music and being with people that rap and all sorts of talking about Trump and I'm trying to get that Trump dollar. I'm gonna come up like Trump. And then out of nowhere, he's the most racist, most hated person on the planet, and he's demonized to all the Negroes everywhere, and you can't vote for him, you gotta vote for Joe Biden, and then all of a sudden they put Joe Biden in the office and BAM! The communities of the Negroes is snatched away from them and given to the Latinos. How did that work? And where do you stand when it comes to Trump? What is your thoughts? Is he getting a unlawful treatment of an unlawful bag when it comes to all these cases that they came up on him? How would we call it back in the day in the hood? These trumped up charges? That was out before he even ran for president. Could we use that? But here we are today. Trump going through all this different stuff. He's going through ups and downs and downs and ups. And to go in and out of court, you got to pay that dollar. You got to pay court fees. You got to pay the lawyers. Trust me, it gets crazy bookily expensive. But why? Is it because they're trying to stop him from, embarking back into the presidency based off of some of the things that he was putting out that was truthful when it came to the deep state, the Illuminati, and all these other different people that's controlling the realities? Interesting state. But he is tied to those, those wish people, so you got to be a little bit of wary when it comes to those folks, because you know how they talk about us. The generational black youth is a threat to you-know-who from what they had said when it came to the IRA. So at the end of the day, where do we stand when it comes to voting for the man named Trump? Because we must know. Racism, for some reason now, in white militias and hate groups and all this is now radicalized because of Trump. They wasn't radicalized before when they was doing the lynchings and all the other stuff they was doing to us. Did they just forget about this was happening before he was born? That we've been trying to survive this for a long time. So where did they get that from? What is that all about? I hear different platforms, it's the MAGA, they radicalized because of Trump. Racism jumped up because of Trump. It wasn't like this before Trump decided to be getting in office and stuff. Now all of a sudden he in office, everybody coming out and feel like they emboldened and they can just come out with their racism and stuff and yeah. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I've been in this skin for quite some time now. You see the gray hairs. I always knew racism existed. Ever since I was walking down the street going into, white folks' community when I was a little youngster, and it was like, hey, you're N-word. You don't belong over here. You get out of here. They pulled over and stopped their cars to yell at a whole bunch of children. It was grown-ups. And we was all confused because it was like, we don't do that in our communities. We don't even have that issue. We didn't even understand what was happening to us. Because we don't have that type of hatred towards nobody, never alone our adults running around doing that for a bunch of adult white folks to pull over and yell at little young folks that was minding their business like that. We was like devastated, like, yeah, what the hey, what's going on here? Don't want to see them in the woods at night. No telling what they'll do to us. But at the end of the day, here we are, I regress. We're dealing with Trump, and from what I understand, we're going to let bygones be bygones, because we trying to do as Aboriginal Negroes of America is get some type of form of justice, some type of look down into our ghetto slums and hoods of where we at and get some type of resources, some type of little lift off of the economic oppression that they got us under. We just trying to get a little bit ahead. So anybody that's willing to do that, we're willing to roll with them 110%, because at the end of the day, we all know what the Democrats have done to us. You see that foot right here? And exactly what they done to us. They put one right there for all of us and been doing it for quite some time. And not to say neither less that the Republicans haven't been the same, because at the end of the day, if the bird is flying with two wings, guess what? If you chop both of those wings off, it's still that same bird. So at the end of the day, this is where we stand. So when I look at Trump and I look at the situation with Trump and all the stuff that they're saying about Trump, I would never ever say that it started with Trump, because at the end of the day, it hasn't started with Trump. It started with the colonizers first getting here. That's just the reality. So to put Trump in a position to state that all racism jumped because of Trump, or all hate crimes jumped against the Negroes 1,000-fold because of Trump, oh, that's a lie. You know, those people was there before Trump, and they're going to be there after Trump, and that's just what it is. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.